Well, from Sunday evening to now, the story of 43-year-old Julie Wheeler reportedly falling from the overlook at Grandview turned into her actually hiding in her closet, all while emergency response crews were out looking for her. Today, both Julie and her husband were arraigned on multiple felony fraud charges for the scheme after they were arrested last night. Newswatch reporter Anna Saunders brings us the latest.
What was originally reported as an accidental fall and a family's worst nightmare was actually a giant ploy to allegedly fake the death or disappearance of Julie Wheeler, who was arrested alongside her husband Rodney as they now face a series of charges.
Fraudulent schemes, which is a felony conspiracy, also the misdemeanor of willful disruption of government processes, 2 different kinds of giving false information to law enforcement and contributing to the delinquency of a minor because they involved their child.
So what happened at the Overlook? Well, according to the criminal complaint, a call came in on Sunday night saying a woman had fallen over the main overlook at Grandview. At the scene, a male juvenile and his father, Rodney, said Julie reached over to pick up an earring and fell. It goes on to say that Rodney and the son planted items of hers like a cell phone and a shoe, but there was never any evidence she was actually at the Overlook. So that began the giant multi-agency 40-hour search for Julie. Once the mountain had been thoroughly searched by a rappel team, helicopters, drones, and other emergency crews, then state police conducted a walkthrough of the house. At that point, they didn't find anything. When they came back with a search warrant, Julie was in the closet of her Beaver home. The criminal complaint says the rescue efforts far exceeded $1,000, so the court will request restitution pay from the couple. But Keller says she's not holding her breath.
As a matter of fact, when you have people that are either going to prison or commit frauds for monetary gain, it is very rare that the taxpayer ever gets their money back.
Wheeler was scheduled to appear in court for sentencing on June 17th for separate federal healthcare fraud charges and is facing up to 10 years in prison already, which is what appears to be the motive for wanting to come up with this scheme. After the major rescue effort put forward, Keller calls this case disturbing.
People's lives were put in danger, and an untold amount of taxpayer money was spent on what turned out to be a fraud.
Keller could not comment on what the juvenile son might face. Reporting in Raleigh County, I'm Anna Saunders, Newswatch.
Both were given a $100,000 bond, and if they are able to pay it, they will have to remain on home confinement. Julie's sentencing date is still scheduled for June 17th.